All right, we are back. Let's get this show going. Here we are. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're all doing well. We've got an update for you. Uh, 3.1 we'll go over tonight. Oh, we got so much to go over tonight. But just so you know, 12 seconds. My clock was right on the money at 00. 12 seconds late, sorry. Anyhow, we've done a lot of work on the website. Uh, And I know that S7 Davis was looking for the link. If you go back to the downloads page or just type exclamation point downloads, it'll bring up the link. You'll see a box on the bottom of the downloads page that I just opened up that has 3 links for the update itself. After the show, we'll make sure at some point we'll copy it into the original folders, the latest versions. But inside those 3 links, you should find the map file and the box truck because those are the only 2 files you need that are new. And I'll type in here real quick exclamation point DOWNLOADS. So there you go. Yeah, it just popped up. So that's what you need. Go there. You'll see the 10/6 2017. Hello from Florida. Hello Outlaw 465. So what did we do with this update? Let me run through that real quick. Well, it's not going to be real quick. It's probably going to be the whole show. If you're joining us for the first time in a few weeks, I do have giveaways tonight. I have a few Steam cards to give away, and I've got, if you guys haven't noticed, there's going to be an expansion, a Platinum Edition with a new map for Farming Simulator, and I've got 2 pre-order codes to give out for that as well tonight. So in total, a little bit about $100 in prizes tonight, a little bit more, and we'll be giving those out throughout the show. So the Platinum Edition is kind of cool. They have 3 different sugarcane harvesting type machines. So obviously, with the new map, they're going to be adding sugarcane, and we'll be able to, when that comes out, November 14th is the release date. We'll come back and we'll do a quick update and switch our sugarcane over to the new combines that they have for sugarcane and the new textures that they release with that too. That's the plan as of now anyway. So there probably will not be a update until then, but let me go through and tell you what we've got done for this update that we're releasing tonight. First of all, we added new roads. We went over this last week. If you need to know how to clear your roads, if you're already on a started save game, just go into last week's show and watch. That's pretty much what we did last week. So you have new access roads, and I'll just point out where they are one more time. We've got several new access roads. This is one that we added in, and I'm going to drive right off into the lake there. As well as, let's see, while we're driving around the map, I'm going to try to cover everything. All right, with this update, anybody that started a save game prior, I hope you got the fix for the bunkers. We have a file linked in our forums for the bunker fix if you're having problems with your bunkers. But if any save game started with this file, any new save game will automatically have the fix in it. You won't have to worry about that anymore. So that's number one. That's been taken care of a while here, but we didn't give you the actual version of the map that has it fixed. I want to just cover one known issue that is a pretty big one, and if we find a solution, we may have an update as soon as we find out just to fix that issue. But I'm going to give you the workaround for it. We figured out what's causing it. Um, as far as I know, it only happens on servers, not on single player games. But if you come into your map and all your factory work that you build and everything that's in your factories has disappeared, if you looked at your error log, you will find that an error kicked off when it tried to issue a great demand. I don't know why it's happening, but the good news is that if you fast forward until you get another error and you open up your log by, if you have the tools on, or you can look at your log in another program. I don't know if we still have it in here. I don't think so because we reloaded this map. But an error would pop up at the start of the Great Demand, and then another error would pop up after it's finished. Once that second error pops up, you can log out, everybody log out and log back in the server, and the problem goes away. So that's right now the only workaround. If we figure out why it's doing it, we'll fix that up for you guys in a future update. We're still looking into it. But have no fear. It will not mess up your maps. You just have to wait till the Great Demand expires and then come back into the game, and then everything will be okay. So you can fast forward time if it goes in for a day, and then it should clear right up. This update will not break any save games. That's a common question. Any of my updates that start with a point like point 1, point 2, if it was going to break your save game, it would have a new version, version 4. And I don't think we're going to get to that. So hopefully we'll be starting a new map after we get the next update done with the sugarcane stuff on November 14th. Here's access road number 2. Comes up by the Johnson farm here and goes down through, so a little bit quicker to get back to the center. And that is our second passageway. Let's see, what else do we got to cover? Those were the two major things. Several new things. We've got the access roads. If we look, we'll take a quick look here at our farms. Remember, we added to all the warehouses on the farms now have straw, grass, hay, as well as the train station. Um, the goods station now also has somewhere in here, or accepts ore at the goods station as well. In addition to that, we have, and we'll show you it in a little bit, but factories now has Wolfie's Pizzeria as a factory right here. That's what Wolfie's is going to be making, pizza. It's owned from the beginning, but a lot of these factories will require you to build the dairy, the wheat flour from that factory. So that's why we ranch dressing for the and onions and all sorts of stuff, and then the meat pizza down below. So it still makes three kinds of pizza. The recipes are a little different. Here's access road number 3. Just so you know, Wolfie's Pizzeria is now open, as well as the old pizza place. We kept it as a sell point, but we moved it to the Hypercube pizza. So I did that purposely so that we wouldn't break any save games. We wanted to, when we remove stuff out of a save game, sometimes it throws errors. Renaming it doesn't. So I basically moved the trigger to a new place, and we kept that in there so your save game doesn't get messed up. And also in our shops, we have Patterson's sandwich shop that we threw in a bunch of the products that do not, uh, basically, they don't have sell points currently because we were trying to eliminate that as one of the errors for the great demands. But apparently it didn't help, but we'll keep Patterson's in as another sell point as well for products that weren't previously in sell points. It's not going to be very profitable, but it'll get you a little bit of money if you're looking at it. So those are a couple of access roads. While we're, let's see, I don't know if I can do it. Okay, I'm not going to do it, but I'll let you know about it prior when you went underneath the seed factory here. In the last version, it would ask you to load fertilizer when you pulled the tipper under here. It will now say it loads seed, and because that's what you're loading, separate from the fertilizer building. So we fixed that, as well as we added the ability to dump rice into the seed maker, which is high quantity, quickly growing, but low price. So you'll be able to turn rice into seed now as well. And we got a couple more access roads up here. that we put in. We'll drive over to where they are. They're over by the Evans farm. And after we show you those last two once more, we'll start up the first giveaway for a $20 Steam gift card. I'll let you know when we're going to start that up. Right now, all right, so here's one of the new access roads right here. Goes right down through toward the old tree nursery right there. And there is one more. And thank you everybody for the hosts, Viper and J Rock and Bison Sphere 99, 10 Bootlegger, Scott Anime. Thank you all for hosting. And if I missed anybody, it's because it scrolled off my screen already. Let's see. There's a lot of. We've grounded a few more trees. We took care of a few more floating trees as we find them. We're still finding them. We'll probably be finding them until I cut every tree down on this map. And here's your last access road that we put in. So one more place here for an access road. And I'm trying to think. There's been such a long list of little things that we've been taking care of that I'm sure I'm going to miss some things. Let's go up to, while we're at it, while we're driving around, let's start up that drawing. I'm going to switch over real quick. The first one will be for a $20 Steam gift code. If you win, I will message you right through Twitch and send you your prize. The entries are going to cost 1,000 points apiece, but we kept it running so you're earning a lot. I just passed a floating tree. Yeah, there's probably some more. I didn't see it. Uh, so let me get the first one started, and if I can find my button for it here. Da 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 da. Giveaway. Open giveaway. Entries are going to cost 1,000 points apiece. The giveaway is now open. You can check your points by doing exclamation point points. To enter, just do exclamation point raffle space and the number of entries. With remember, so if you do 10 entries, it's going to cost you 10,000 points. You have to have enough points in order to get the crazy stuff in there. Let me see. Did it start up? It should have started up. Yes, Wolfie is in with 100 tickets. Go, Wolfie. So this one's for a $20 Steam gift code. And I will send you that code if you're the lucky winner. And throughout the night, if KW, I know he's out there. If he's listening, he can throw some extra points for everybody that's viewing. All right. While that is running, uh, updates to the website. If you've noticed, I've redid the download links section. Uh, it's very possible that the Dropbox, because it has a low amount of downloads, link will blow out. But we have a Google Drive link that is unlimited, and as well as a MediaFire link without pop-ups. I paid for a year's subscription to that, and that has well over a terabyte. So that one should work for a lot longer time. Hopefully everybody will be able to get the maps now and everything without having to wait 24 hours for the links to reset. So if one goes down, just try one of the others and you guys should be good to go. As well as, if you go to the forums website, you'll see all the way on the top button bar on the left, on the right side, there's a wiki button. If you're registered for the forums, you are allowed to add to the PV3 wiki page. I've been setting up I set up a template for the factories. Let's try to keep it organized. You can use the factory template and copy it over. Anybody that is registered can add in information that might be helpful there, and just take a look. I will be adding other templates for products and for farms and stuff. And if anybody wants to jump in and donate some time and start filling those out, just try to use the templates that I set up and it'll be real uniform. if you there's a section for people at the bottom to add screenshots if it'll help or whatever. But it'd be really nice to see the community help out with all that stuff, and it'll be a great place as it gets filled out for people to go to in order to get information on the map that is, I know, very lacking. We get the forums are going crazy with questions that can all be answered, 90% of them. So this yellow box here is where the Hypercube Pizza is. It's right on the corner. It's one of the existing buildings. Yep, spin around. Hypercube Pizza is now open for business. That is one of the sell points that we put in. Let's go around to that first mall that we passed. Burp. Head right over this way. And we'll check out one of the other sell points. The other new sell point that is in for items, many items that didn't have direct sell points before, is right behind Patterson Sandwich Gold Mine, and that is right here. So just go right behind Patterson Sandwich Gold Mine here up on the corner, and you'll find a sell point for that's been added in right there. Onward we shall go. Let's go down to. Oh my gosh, there's a party going on in the house, so if you hear crazy people, it's not me this time. Close the F1 menu, but I need the F1 menu. It's my. You guys, the F1 menu. All right, I'll close it for now, but if I open it up again, don't blame me. I'm just so used to not playing the game that I actually need that direction. Where did Wolfie's Pizza go? I think it's around here somewhere. I can't remember. It's where the Don's Pizza used to be. I will find it. And download map is not updated. You got to use the download links on the bottom, the update links. The links at the top will not be updated until after probably sometime tomorrow. Use the update links. The map is in there, is new, and that is the updated one. Do not use the top links. If you noticed, I put a date on the top links right below that top link box that have uh, tells when the top links have last been updated. So until that date changes, you got to grab the updates from down below where it says the update section, and that's the way to get it. Where is Wolfie's? I can't remember where I put it. It's around here somewhere. Oh, Wolfie's Pizza is around. I don't remember. There it is, right up there. I can see it now. It's right near the museum. Pretty close. So it's not running yet on our server, but there it is, Wolfie's Pizzeria Place. And in the back of Wolfie's, you will now be able to dump the products for Wolfie's. We'll bring that back up in the menu here. It's right on the bottom. All the products, pallets, and loose stuff get dumped right here. And just for convenience purposes, the pallets, once it's filling up, will appear in this little lot right over here in the corner. So you'll see the pizza and stuff boxes appear right in that little parking lot when they're ready to be picked up. We updated the museum. I'll run over there. And we updated the donor information through, I think I finished this update on Tuesday. So all the new donors are in here. I'm not going to go through them all, but anybody that donated up through, I think it was Tuesday, their donations are in here. And I'm going to go to the top floor. So we basically, I'm sure that some people moved, like Jeremy 1970 and Amaki are new in the gold room. Amaki was down on the silver room before, but he's moved up. And then there may be others. Sometimes they replace somebody that's in the middle, but there are more. Actually, these rooms are getting so full that we had to start a middle aisle over here. We've got some new ones down here, Whitefinch, Trucker DK, and Hairball 65, the Silver Donors, Redneck RVer 70. You're in here now, as well as somebody else, but I can't remember. Everybody, thank you so much for your donations. Which brings me to last week's donations. We got quite a few donations, and as I said, we were going to take them, and we brought a brand new. We helped out a family. Oh, there's some bronze. Let's go up one more floor. We helped out a single woman that is in need of furniture for her house. She's taking care of two twin 1 year old girls, and we ended up. So far, we got our brand new queen size bed with that. We've got a silverware set and some other kitchen stuff that's gonna be going to her, and we're not gonna stop helping her until she gets back up on her feet and gets everything that she needs. So thank you so much for doing that. Uh, it's been a huge help, and it's nice to help other people that are in need every now and then. And I couldn't have done it without you guys here. So thank you again. And as far as the museum, that pretty much covers that. The donations are updated. Oh, and yeah, down in the bottom corner over here, we left out a couple pictures in that LJ Stott had sent in. My bad. We updated Get Her Done Farm All Night's room with. Yeah, I'm going crazy through here. Where are we? We gotta go down one more floor? Yep. Lars, thank you for your donations. Okay. And right over here. So we had to extend the center wall. We got a couple more pictures in here on top. And around the back side, we have his name up on the top of the wall, his two screen names that you guys may know him by. So that room is completed. And thank you once again for pointing that out. And we'll give you guys just one more minute to get in this first raffle because we got to get one done. Once we pick a winner, we'll start up the next one right after that because we got quite a few of them. So one more minute to get in that raffle, and then we'll start up another one. Let's see. Other things. Is there anything? Thank you so much there, Michelle Petrovics, for donating $25. Thank you once again for that. And yeah, just an update. We as far as the museum goes, any donations that come in will end up in the museum. But I think because we're really close to finishing this up and starting our next project, that we're going to just start the next project, which means that I'm going to be importing the museum into the next map. So it'll be a while because it's going to be a big map, but your donations will not be forgotten. They will be in the with everybody else that has already contributed in the next map in the museum. So if we do any further updates on this map to fix any issues or do the sugarcane, I will already be working on the next one, and updating the museum on both of them will end up being a pain. So all further donations will definitely end up in the 16x map that we're going to try to work on and see what we can do. Doesn't mean we're leaving this one behind. We'll make the tweaks as necessary, especially when that sugarcane comes out, so you guys can use the sugarcane harvesters on our sugarcane, and we'll replace the graphics with the better graphics that I'm sure Giants has come up with. Let's see. I'm going to take a look at my list here. We're going to stop that drawing really quick and pick a winner for drawing number one. Let's see. You can look at my messed up desktop. Stopping the giveaway. And our first winner is. Dun, 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 dun. Pick winner. Who do we get there? It's Crastal66. You are the winner of a $20 Steam gift code. And I am going to message you right now with that code. Let me grab that for you. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Come on. Let's copy. So all you got to do is go in and redeem your gift code for this here and let me know that you got it. Okay. That's for Steam Wallet gift code for $20. All right. There you go. You should have a little message box pop up there at the bottom of your window with your code to enter. And with that, I'm gonna, because I'm already in here, we're going to reset. And are you sure I want to clear all users? Yes, I do. And I'm gonna open the next one for another $20 gift code starting right now as we go around the map. So we got another $20 card going out. You can check your points you have left now, exclamation point points. Uh, and it's 1,000 per entry. For all of you who don't know, you can, the more you watch the show, the more points you get. And every now and then when we do releases, when we can, when we get the extra cash, we give back a little bit in prizes to, so yeah. I think the one night we were able to give away $600 of prizes last year, which was awesome with the release of PV Rivers. But it was a long time coming and we saved up quite a bit for it. Who knows what we'll be able to get by the time Pleasant Valley 16 is done. Where am I going? Um, I was going to go to my list here on my computer and see. Um, oh, right. There were some flashing objects on the map. Uh, you might have saw textures flickering black too. They're back to their original colors, and they were on Dancing Donuts, and they were on the coal piles that I put in, and one other place. Those have been taken care of, as well as there was oh yeah, that alone. All the factories that produce lumber have been upgraded. We did that. We covered that last week, so that their capacities are higher, and they now take coal instead of wood chips to run those factories. So we'll jump down there. We'll take a ride over to one of those and give you an idea what that looks like as we go. It's right in the top there. Okay. Let's see. Turn my page in my book. So yeah, basically there's just a lot of little things. Uh, we took some. We smoothed out the terrain behind the gypsum plant and a couple other places. We upgraded the pig feeder capacity. All right. Crystal has redeemed his code. That's awesome. And you're welcome. So, yeah, your pig feeder. Let's go up there too. That's a very important change. Where am I on this map? I can't even remember. I'm just driving aimlessly. Which farm is that? Anybody know where I am? I think I do. Oh yeah, we're way over here. Wrong place. Let's go this way. So I did a little bit of moving around at the pig feeder as well. And we've got some new, just made it a little bit easier. As I've been playing the game myself a little bit lately, I've been finding things that just annoy me that probably have annoyed you guys since the beginning. So I've been trying to take care of those. They're not necessarily errors, but they're things that, you know, people don't like, but they don't tell me about sometimes because it's not really a bug. So, switching the capacities, for instance, of the lumber mills. I got in there, and after one day of playing, I was full of wood chips, and the thing stopped after only making like 2 pallets, and I'm like, why is this happening? So we updated all the capacities, changed them over to, and I'm trying to get to one. Don't watch my driving skills. We all know that they suck. So let me. The map is huge. Let me get back to the console. See, will the file say update? It will not say update. Just use the update links. The reason being because if we change the name, you'd have to start a new save game. So the file will just say PV17 V3. It's if you use those links that are marked 10.6 at the bottom, you will get the right file. So just make sure you grab the correct links and you will have no problem. So the capacities of this have been updated so you can hold more wood chips in the back before it's emptied. You should be able to get a good line of pallets like we have here of boards pumping out. Ours is pretty full. There's a space missing in the middle, but somebody must have pulled it out. And the coal pile, the coal gets dumped off. So those have been updated. And next stop, pig farm. All the bunkers should be fixed. You just need to, with this version, if you didn't use the bunker fix last time that we released, you need to look in our forums in the news, the top section, for the information on how to fix your bunkers. If you're starting a new save game, then you won't have the problem. But we did have a fix for the bunkers. It's not going to fix itself on an already started save game. You're going to have to do it yourself. Where am I going? Let's go this way. You're going to have to do it yourself by copying the file that we provided into your save game folder, overwriting the one is there if you haven't done that on an already started save game. But any new game now with this release will be fixed automatically. Just not the old games that you've already started. Do you need to get rid of the wood chips in that there? Yes, you need to. If when that fills up, the factory will stop running, but it will hold 10 times more wood chips than it used to. So you will have to dig them out and bring them up to one of your factories or sell them off or store them in a silo to get that running again when it fills up. Um, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm going this way. I can't drive and talk at the same time. We'll give you just a couple more minutes on this next giveaway, and then we're going to stop those entries. So if you haven't got in there, that's not good for my MP server, seeing I can't use FTP for some reason to access the files. This, on most servers with the file size, should be able to be loaded up regular, but if you're having issues, you would need to use FTP. I must have missed the beginning of this conversation. Are you chewing gum as well? No, I'm not chewing gum. All right, so basically what I did was I found it annoying in this little pig barn, the feed mixer over here, to drop off stuff inside with the tippers with the machine that was, we don't even have it running, and I don't have the F1 menu up to see what's missing, pretty much everything. But it was hard to drive in here with the pallet collector right down the middle without knocking the pallets off. So I brought it to the outside, and your pallets will line up from here along the outside to make it just a little bit easier. The pallets are stored right on the outside, so you could literally pick them up with the forklift and drop them over into the trigger over here. And the capacities have been greatly upgraded on that as well. Nope, you don't. If you don't need to empty the wood chips, all right, I gotcha. Any wood chips that are in there fueling will disappear, and you'll have to load coal. So that you will lose any wood chips unless you let it run out of them, and then you'll just have to buy coal. For us, it wasn't a big deal, but the wood chip output pile will stay there. If hope that answer clears your question up a little bit. Redo the Giants heating plant with that pig mixer. Yeah. All right, we're going to close that second drawing right now and pick another winner for another $20 card. And here we go. Close giveaway. Gonna try to keep you guys on the ball tonight because we got a lot of stuff to get through, a lot of giveaways to get through. And our winner for the next $20 Steam Wallet gift code is, dun, 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 drum roll please, Squirrely Nuts 588. You have won a Steam Wallet gift code, which I will send to you really quick here. I'm going to copy your name and get your code. And we will send that over to you right now. You should have your code for your Steam Wallet gift code is now in there. For your $20 card, make sure you get that. And we are going to reset and start up entries for the next giveaway. The next giveaway is started already. You're welcome there, Squirrely Nuts. It's funny having to say that, but hey. Third giveaway is for a $30 Steam Wallet gift code. $30 on this one. And you may enter anytime now. Let me get back to the console. This one is good for 30 bucks, 1,000 points per entry. And I think we covered everything, but the biggest thing that people have issues with is, and I did actually do the wiki for the stone processing, but we're going to run over that because a lot of people are really confused with the stone processing center. So I'm going to do a little bit of it tonight for you guys so you can see how it works. It seems to be one of the most common questions is asked me. They can't figure out how stone processing works. So we're going to do a little stone processing and show you guys what you can do, how to do it. I'm just going to run my truck back to my farm and see if I got some gasoline, some fuel. All right. And I'm going to take a drink. If you're loaded up on points, you also have the exclamation point farm and then a wager amount to wager your points and try to get some extras with the farming game. Okay, so I need one of my big trucks here. First thing is, in order for stones to produce, you need to bring fuel to the quarry. And I have two ways to do it. First point for everybody that's been asking if I can. Boy, I just packed my stuff in here in such a way that I can't even. Come on. I wanted to get underneath that, but I don't think I'm at the right end. Let's see what happens. My barn's a mess. Somebody help my barn. I don't even know if this is the right direction to drive under the transport, but if it is, I'm in luck. If not, I'm gonna be. Uh, yeah, there we go. All right, we're hooked up. So to move fuel from a farm into that trigger, you cannot use the in-game fuel. You need to use. Oh, there's one other update while I'm over here. Before we get into this, I'll grab the fuel. Dun 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 dun. Boop. As I told you, I'd miss something. You need to use one of these, either this AR or a modified tipper. to or modified tank. The Cody transfer, the code, what is it called? These universal tanks. I have bookmarked the link in the wiki, which is one of the cool things to do to get, and you would use the yellow one if you use that one. I did not get the link for the AR one yet, but oh, wrong link. But it's available out there somewhere on the web, and that's the one I'm using right now, which is AR equipment. I am using this liquid tanker, Garant liquid tanker. You need something like one of those two that's modified to take fuel and load up. But while we're over here, I've got one more thing to show you guys, and it's important because uh, now that you've started your save game, I might have messed something up on you, but it's not a big deal. You'll find out what it is. All right. So if you go past these orchards right here, you got the 3 orchards in a row, and you head down this dirt road, still past those orchards, heading toward the south side of the map, all the way down to the south. Some of you may have used a lot to put a barn in, but I reused that lot right down here with, it's already been plowed out and everything, so this lot was here. If you built something here, you're going to want to remove it, like a shed or something, because we put in a second compost station right here down the road from those orchards. So it's pretty easy to get to. It was in a nice spot. If you did have something here and are sad because you liked it here and you want to move it, I carved out a place. You can see the dirt area right here. You just need to do the plowing of this dirt pad and you have roughly the same size area. But that made it easy so you wouldn't have to worry about grass going up in between your things. You can now create a new lot right there. So we did give you the second compost station right up here on the south side for those of you that were asking for a little more compost, and it's really a straight drive down to these greenhouses, I mean these orchards. So pretty easy to get to. You're welcome for the extra compost there. So yeah, you just head through there and here you are. So pretty close to do the extra compost stuff right into your places here, your orchards. It'll be handy. So I'm sure you guys will want to use that one for your orchards in the south. So we're going to do a little bit of back to the fuel for creating the stone products at the stone processing. I'm going cross country. Where's my bridges? I think one's down here. We're going to get over to the stone processing and fire that up and show you how it works for anybody that needs to. I'm going to mark this video when I upload it to YouTube as stone processing demo as well, because it's a common question that just keeps popping up. And hopefully, we do cover it frequently, but I know it's hard to find the videos because we post them up every week. Is there a place to store milk? Other than the dairy, I do not think you can store milk anywhere. You can sell milk at the dairy or at sell points, but yeah, we don't have a milk storage. So if you're just deriving, go to the, when you exclamation point downloads like KW just put in there, go to the downloads page, you'll see the updates section on the bottom. You'll use one of those 3 update links for that are dated for today's date, October 6th, 10/6/2017. Just click on one of those and you'll go to where you get those updates. And if you look at the top section where the regular links are, it tells you when they were last updated. So that date will change and those bottom links will disappear when we have them updated in the other section. But that's the way we're going to work it for now on. It makes it easy. It also makes it so that nobody gets it before the release. It works out well. Nobody gets confused where it is. Hopefully you guys can understand that pretty easily. There is not a compost silo near the new compost factory, and part of the reason being is we have just so much in this map right now that I'm afraid to add anything else like to it. Because of the, especially, I think that error that's coming up very well could be a synchronizing issue. The one on the servers that pops up that we were talking about. Where am I going? Oh, we're going to stone processing. Could be a synchronizing issue because of all the data that's synchronizing. So, but also it's very close. There's a lot of storage in these buildings. If it fills up, just run the other one or bring your compost somewhere else. There's a lot of storage in the buildings and in the train stations for product. Yep. Look for today's date at the bottom of the downloads page. All right. So, stone processing, we're almost there. Like we said, use one of the fuel tankers that we have and one of the modded ones, not the in-game one. The in-game one will not work in these triggers. So that's one point of confusion that a lot of people get is the fuel will not go in. But if you have one of these tankers and you come over to this area where it says fuel right here and you pull in the little box, you'll get the tip signal and then I can unload the fuel if there's room. I can't tell what key I'm supposed to push because I think it might be full. It's very possible it's full, but we'll check it out in a minute. Yeah, because I'm not unloading. Da-da-da-da-da. Fuel is full, but that's how you would load it. 50,000 fuel is in our stone processing, and our stone is full. So once that is loaded, it takes a while to process stone. And when we say stone, don't get the stone confused in with the loose stone that's got down at the other place. That's completely different. This stone are the big boulders that you will find once you got that running and the fuel is in there. Just drive down the road to the gravel area. You have used the in-game fueler, and well, the fuel will, but I could never get the in-game fuel tanker to dump there. Maybe it's working now. The bunkers are fixed, but you'd have to start a new save game or grab our file there, Zero for Paul, in order to get them to work. So once you have those, here are our boulders. They are everywhere. I don't know why they keep moving them away from the spawn point, and that right there could be part of the problem of why our server is desyncing on the update. If you do something, this is set up so that when you get a pile up of boulders, it stops producing on purpose. So when you move them all over here, basically that's like another 200 pallets on the map, and that eats up resources. So yeah, they need to be cleared up when we can. Let's check out our stone processing plant, factories. Stone processing has very little in it, so I'm gonna grab, if I can, we're gonna go grab a trailer to move some stones over to stone processing. I'm gonna cheat it. You can use a loader to do it, or you can do what I'm doing and grab the UAL trailer and get some of those stones. Yeah, you don't want a lot of those piling up. The reason why that trigger shuts off is for a reason, because pallets on the map take up more slots in your XML files and just like bales. So it's best to try to keep them cleaned up as much as possible. Where's the save game? the save game file that you need to replace, just go into our forums, look in the top section. There was a post I did. It's probably only a few posts down in our news and announcements section there at the top. There's a link for that file. I think we even included that link. Let me see if I can get the command here. I think I might have the bunker fix link in here somewhere. And let's see. I'm looking for it. I can't remember if I did put it in there or not, but I don't see it. I can show you real quick if we go to here. Let me pull this up. So here's our forums. If you go to the live streams and notices and you go down to the tip collision fix link, third one down, you will find a link right here. Download that file and replace it in your current save game file. Just click the download button and you will have your fix and just restart your game. That's all there is to it. So if you have a current game that didn't start with this new version, grab that file up and you'll be good to go. If you start a new save game with this updated map, you don't have to worry about it. Correct, KW. I am going to stop this latest drawing in just a second here. Give you one more chance to get in as we're driving over here, and we'll pick a third winner of the night. And this one is for the $30 Steam Wallet gift code. So we got the big one coming. $30. And I got to, what did I close my web page? I can't, what did I do here? I can't see what I'm doing anymore. Oh, it's right here. I got to go back to over this screen so I could see the chat that you guys are, what you guys are doing, you know. All right, so what are we, oh, we're going to go find a trailer. I'm sure that there's probably one over at Dan's farm, but let me get my fuel tanker, see if there's any room over at this compost place over here for this extra fuel. Maybe I'll leave it off over here for now, so I'm not driving aimlessly all over. Yeah, we'll go over here, see if we can get any fuel in this compost building. Knowing these guys, it's all, whoops, don't hit the walls. Put some fuel in here. There we go, a little bit more in there. I'm going to leave this tanker here because I think I can find a trailer for those stones down at Dan's farm. He's always got trailers. It'll be a lot quicker than going all the way back to my farm. Are you in the drawing, Zach? Let me check out and see if I can see who's in and who's out. Oh, there's a ton. Normally I read them down, but I'm checking. I don't see your name in there, Zach, at all. So exclamation point raffle and space and the number. Check your points by doing exclamation point points and make sure you have them. Try it out. I'll let you know in a minute if it works. Try it again. Make sure you have enough points to get in it. Just like everybody else is doing, but you got to have enough points to get into it. It'll pop up your points. All right, Zach, see. Let me see. I saw your 5. You did it correctly. Let Let me make sure you had enough for 5 entries. Yep, you are now in. All right. We're going to head over here to get that trailer. And then once I get over to that farm, I'm going to pick the drawing winner for this one. So if you're not in it, get in it. And we'll see what happens. So how's everybody doing? Are you enjoying the map out there? Having a good time? Anything driving you completely insane? Those are the things we like to know. Can I share my fuel tanker? I will link at some point in the wiki to the mods that we use that we don't necessarily haven't edited. So if we're using something special to do something like that, it's with the AR pack that's from somebody. I think it was NC Raiders AR pack that it might be in. But I have to check. I haven't been doing much with the mods other than getting so but in the wiki we can link directly to other websites mods that we use that can be used, so that's going to be a handy thing. Yeah, it's an NC Raiders AR pack. So once I get a link for that, or if somebody wants to update the stone processing wiki with that link, it's pretty easy to do, and it would be a it's going to be a huge help. I'd like to see us. Oh, great. Okay, roll back on. There we go. I'd like to see us get that up to date. I don't know where he has that trailer. I think it's in the building down here, if I remember. If he keeps it in the same place all the time, it's going to be right down here in door number 1. I am still in the process of the job. It's an interesting story. Uh, the person that's supposed to is in charge of that had a family tragedy. Let's just put it that way. uh, that kept her away from actually doing it. But I did discuss it with her, and it's at, like I said, it's at a center to help people, the job that I'm looking at getting. And the center is getting funded, so the position really hasn't been completely defined. And she actually told me she wants to sit down with me and define the position and see what I'll be able to do. So it's pretty much sounds like it's going to be a go uh, as soon as we get down, figure out exactly what the details of my job description are going to be, and then we're going to go from there, start it up. So it will be a little bit. Uh, have I started to work on the 16x map yet? No, I have not. And there's a very specific reason why. Basically, it's like this. I can tell you that the scripting for this map is all going to go into the 16x map, so we don't have to recreate a lot of that work that's already been done. Let me pick our next winner and see what we've got here. Uh, that's the link. Yeah, we'll have the link for NC Raiders Dropbox later. Thank you, KW. Our winner of the $30 giveaway gift card for Steam. We're closing it now. Picking our winner. Our winner is going to be dun 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 dun. Where Shaky 929, Shaky 929. You have won a $30 Steam Wallet gift code. Let me send that to you. And da 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 da, where is it? Get the code for that. This works out pretty well doing it this way. I'm glad I'm doing something right here. Everybody seems to be getting their codes just fine. There you go. You should have a little message PM to you. Thanks for getting in. And while he's doing that one, I am going to reset and we're going to start the next one, which will be for the Platinum expansion with the new map for Farming Simulator. We already have the code. It will be able to be entered into the website on. Oh, got back out here. Yeah, you'll be able to enter this on November 14th when it's released. So we already have the code and it's purchased. We'll give you the code. You'll be able to download and start playing with the Platinum expansion at $20 value. And it is not for the Steam version. These are directly for the people that don't have the Steam version. But if you win it and you know somebody, you might be able to trade codes or whatever. So get your entries in, and we'll be picking that one very shortly. And we have one more of these to go after that as well. You can go to Giants, the Farming Simulator website to see what everything entails. There's going to be a new map with some new uh, the cow models have been redone for that. I guess it's a Western style map with there's a few sugarcane machines, so I'm sure if they're putting them in, they're going to have sugarcane. So here we are. I'm cheating by using this because it's faster, but you want to set it to pallets. Just drive over here. Let's pick up some of these things. Set it to work position. Burp. And they'll look like halfway through the trailer, but we're going to bring these boulders over and start getting some of them off the map. Because that could be a huge issue if you have too many after a while. Uh, we've known from the past, I don't know as much with this version, but in the past, the files, like the every pallet or any stone that's on the map gets written into the vehicle XML file. And the longer that file gets, the more chance there is for it to not sync up right as it's going through. So keeping your maps clean with this stuff helps tremendously. So we're going to go to the B key and basically you just drop your stones in there. And I'll bring up that menu again. You can see right here, stone processing. Right now there is 33,884. If we hit the Y key, now we have 283,000, and it will crush that into whatever products you have running here. So lime, limestone, calcium carbonate, and gypsum, we're creating all of them. Let's go get one more load. We can get one more load in there. Yep, train station grains now takes grass, hay, straw, and silage. Also want to say thanks to Lars again on our server. Uh, as you know, our menus have been getting pretty big, and he had done something to make the menu, when it pops up in the center at some of the silos, he moved it up the screen so it's not going off the bottom as much. He helped center them up a little bit, which has been a big help. He's been a huge help on our server with helping me figure things out. Can't thank him enough. Also, your donations are providing all my team members that we have with a copy of that expansion as well. So, yeah, it's working out pretty good. Work position on. Let's get one more load of boulders here. Clean this up a little bit. And bring those over and dump them in. So basically that's how your stone processing works. And I hope that that answers everybody's question with how to get that going. It's pretty simple. I know it's a little confusing because it's in a couple different places, but that's pretty much how it works. So let's see, we're at 10:13. I've got a busy schedule this week and tonight, so I might be ending the show early, so I'm going to try to get these last two drawings in. Get in this last one. We're going to be closing it in, well, there's one more after this one, but we'll be closing this one in just a few minutes so we can get the other one underway. Let's see. Set my unload to the side. Whoops, wrong button. Where's my B key? And dump those in. If you have too many, that one will sit down inside there until there's enough room for it to go in. So if you look, you could actually overstock this a little bit. We'll go back to stone processing. You'll see that we are pretty darn close to being full now with stone. And as those products are crushed, all you need to do is get a tipper over here and come down in. And there you go. You've got the pickup places for each of the products. Just got to bring a trailer underneath and back it up and load up, take it away. Uh, I'm just trying to think of other possibilities. Somebody pointed out that the goods trigger for the train did not work. That has been fixed over here. That was one of those little things, the one that's going up the hill here. Basically, it was too high up in the air, and the tippers were not recognizing it on the train. Wolfie's logo is on the side of the box truck when you fill it up, but I don't have any pizza to show you that on the map because we just started using it. We've tested it offline, but I think it was that one. Yeah, the goods pick up and drop off. So that is working as well now. And Wolfie couldn't get a wolf pack together. Is that kind of crazy or what? Wolfie couldn't get his wolf pack together. He's the leader of the pack. Let's see. Our menus. So I think we covered, I can go over real quickly. Wolfie's Pizzeria. To make the cheese pizza, because we popped it up so quick, you need tomato, cheese, and wheat flour. So you need to have your stuff running for your greenhouses, you need to have the dairy up and running, and you need to have the grain mill running. And if you look at the pizza prices, we'll show you those too in a minute. Pizza pays really, really well. For the veggie pizza, you're going to have tomato, cheese, wheat flour, onion, and yeah, we're going to make it with ranch dressing. So uh, you'll need to have that factory running, Ken's salad dressing up there running in order to make that. And then for the meat pizza, we're using tomato, cheese, and a whole bunch of meats, plus the wheat flour, mutton, sausage, bacon, ground beef, and pepperoni. Now let's take a look, for instance, at if you, and I don't know if you guys all know this, but if you hold down the shift key and highlight over a product, the left shift and highlight over a product, you can sample prices. Which brings me to another point. You will notice that I abbreviated several of the names as well this week so that they don't run into the prices. Also, the museum is right across from the pizza place. So if you were to sell this meat pizza to the museum, you're only going to get 4,800 per liter. If you go to the central transfer center for the meat pizza, you're going to get 5,600. But if you go all the way to the south, which is all the way across the map, the regular price is 7,600 per 1,000 liters. So it does make a difference. If you want the easy sale, just go across the street to the museum. But if you go all the way to the end of the other side of the world, you'll get a lot more money. There are three places. Now, that's the pizza. The cheese pizza is a lot less, but it works the same way. 2,900, 32, and 44 are the prices there. And on the middle one, the veggie pizza, you've got 3,800, 4,000, and 5,600. So pizza pays really well, but it's going to take you a while to get all the factories up and running to do it. So time for us to pick the winner of the code, which you cannot enter, so hang on to it. I will keep your names over here. When the release comes, you will be able to use it, but the code will be good. If you ever have any problems, just message me back. It's not taking your code, Shaky. Let me check your code out real quick. I've got the cards that I took them off right here. Let me see which one is yours and see if I made. Yes, there is an error. I made a spelling error in the code. That's why we keep them. Let me change that for you. Basically, the third, the Z, the very first Z in the first section, change that to a 7, and you'll be good. Let me know if that works for you and if you heard me. Here, I'll type it to you just in case. My bad. It looked like a Z. My eyes are going bad. That's my next donations are for a new pair of glasses. I need to get some. Oh my goodness. All right. So give that a try with that change, and hopefully that works. So yeah, if you look through the menu, as I was saying, a lot of these have been abbreviated, the names, just to make them when you're selling stuff at the and choosing stuff from these lists, like say you wanted to sample sugarcane prices. There's still some of them that will run into a little bit, but the numbers on most of them have been. I could probably shorten right agribusiness to right agro or something like that eventually, but a lot of them used to be covering up all of the numbers. All right, he's got it. You're welcome, Shaky. Glad that's why we keep them. So if you ever have any problems with those codes, let me know. My eyes aren't always the best, but these next couple I copied directly from the emails I got. So we're gonna close this one off and pick our winner for this expansion. And the winner of the Platinum expansion for Farming Simulator, hey, while we're here, before we pick it, because I can do this, let's jump onto their website and show you what that's about if you haven't looked at it yet. I can bring it right over here and you will see Farming Simulator 17 Platinum. Pre-order now. If you win, you don't have to. What's included? You're going to have new South American game environment, new vehicles and tools from Case, IH, Stara, TT. All right, so value is $19.99. Just a couple of screenshots. You can see a little bit of overview of the map. There's the new cow models I was talking about. Some new buildings that we'll be able to mess around with. Nice boats on the beach there. That's pretty cool. And looks like a nice port. We'll have to see what. Only so much can be said from pictures, but we have these vehicles. And if you look down here, we have this sugarcane harvester for sugarcane harvesting. So obviously, we're going to have sugarcane in the map, or they wouldn't be putting the sugarcane harvester. And we also have this piece here that's coming, and this is also used for sugarcane harvesting. So there's 3 pieces there. We've got this bin here for sugarcane, another piece for sugarcane. So lots of sugarcane stuff, and some auger wagons. And they're still adding to this list. So new sewing machine and new sprayers. So that is what this code winner is gonna get, and we are gonna pick it right now. Da 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 da. Winner of that code is. Let me check it out here. Hairball 65, you won your copy of the Platinum. When it is released, you have a code. So let me get your information there, Hairball 65 up here. And we'll send you a code coming right up. Let me grab that code for you. Hang on to it. I will keep this in my possession until the 14th. So you guys, and I'm going to put your name right next to it while I'm here. In my little database. So that if for some reason, there you go. If for some reason you have issues, I'll know which code is yours. You use Steam. Well, you can trade it with someone that doesn't use Steam. When we get closer, we'll probably have some Steam one giveaways as well. Uh, if you hang on to it, I need to, like I said, I'm going to be purchasing a few copies down the road for my team members, and I can trade that in for a Steam one at that point, Hairball, if it comes to that. So just hang on to it when we get a little closer. When Steam issues, I don't know if they have it up there yet. We can do a little swap. That would be fine because I need to buy a few extra copies. So I'm gonna reset this and open the giveaway. We got one more of those to give away for tonight. And that will be the last one for this evening. All right. We got one more code to give away. So get in it if you want to win it. Use up your points. We'll be... Oh, yeah. It's been pretty good. So for... Somebody asked me if I started a 16x map. I don't know if I finished that whole thing because my mind goes all like 50 directions all the time and I jump from one topic to the next. But here's the thing. We're going to wait for this sugarcane change. I don't want... We're going to take a big chunk of what we've done into that map so we don't have to do all the scripting work over. So until we got all these fixes done, I did not want to start it because I just have to do these fixes again in the next map. So that is the main reason why it has not started yet. And at this point, the fixes are in, except for that one that we're trying to figure out. But we're also a month away from Giants releasing that new map, which will have some new buildings and the sugarcane. I'm going to probably be starting it before then, but there may be some major changes depending on what assets they come out with. I'm not going to use their map in the center like we did with this one with Goldcrest, but we're going to be looking into what we can use from that to make the map new and fresh when we do the 16x. So, like the new cow models, possibly. We'll see what comes about. So, I gotta set this back real quick so I can see what people are saying. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're looking at. We'll be getting going very soon. All right. I saw two questions. How are you planning to take things from the map when they are going to be locked like all other DLCs? Uh, the equipment should not be locked. We'll see. It we'll have yeah, it could be, but you can usually get the textures and stuff out of it. We'll see what happens. Trust me. I don't necessarily have to, but I know people will be in a heartbeat. It'll be available out there. Thank you so much, Blowpunk, for
Thank you again for the map. Nice work of you and your team.
Thank you again for the $25 donation, Blowpunk1. I super appreciate it. And there was another question. I have a question for you. Built dull but only had 85% draw while others were 100%, but the building that covers the triggers showed up and can't put in the other 15%. drywall. Any suggestions? Yes. You should always fill up everything in the last product at once. Now, if you have to fix it, you need to open your Savegame XML and top off the number for. I could show anybody that runs into that, but we've discussed that too. Factories need to have the last product put in all at once so that that does not happen. So, what you're going to do the fix is edit your save game file. I know it's going to happen for some people that haven't been watching. That's why we're doing the wiki to get these issues taken care of. Let me see if I can pull up mine here. So you're going to bring up your vehicle XML file. It will look like a bunch of junk like this in Notepad++ or whatever you have. Notepad++ works real easy because you can see it in the actual, and then you can search for Dole, Dole, up, spell it right. Put your put your fingers on the right keys, and it'll bring you to this section. Basically, just change your project level to 200,000, and the Dole factory will be built. And then save your save game, and it'll be fully built. That's all you need to do to have your Dole factory built. But if you do run into that error, you just have to search for the factory and change the project levels to the maximum 200,000 for most of them. There are a couple that are 300, and then your factory will be built. This one has all the ones. Actually, I could probably tell you this save game has all the factories pre-built. Most of them are 200, I think. Actually, I'm looking for any that might be three. Here, let me do a search on 300,000 and start at the top of the document, and I'll let you know if any of them are. They might all be 200,000 for Nope. Let's see, not that one. Animation time. Nope. It looks like they're all 200,000. So that's how you would fix it. I hope that helps you out. Oh yeah, you could cheat everything if you wanted to. But if you want to build them all, there you go. That's the only way to fix it though if you didn't get everything in there before it got covered up. All right. One more minute till we pick that last drawing winner for the last code of the night, and then we'll let you guys get on. Yeah, it's not fun cheating it. I mean, I've known it forever, but we don't cheat the builds. People find their ways to make things easy. Some people have no self-control. You can fill up every factory in your XML file. You can do pretty much anything in those XML files that you want to do on a map. You can give yourself a million zillion dollars if you wanted to. It's one little number to change. Uh, yeah. So we're gonna close that raffle in just a minute, and you can get your platinum edition. I am looking forward to getting our map to take those sugarcane harvesters, though. That's for sure. That definitely. And we'll see what they make available. But there are people that will have that map. You trust me. They may keep it locked for a little while, but those assets will be available eventually. And my next map is going to take a long time to do, a 16x map. If you could think, I'm going to try to do it in under a year. But we'll show you each step of the way where we're going. Maybe not every single week because some of the jobs are just going to be boring and tedious. And but we'll find something to bring to you guys. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just driving. I don't do farming when I do these shows. I just drive around aimlessly and see what happens. What did they change in this map? Start watching the video from the beginning because we discussed it all. It's just updated today with all the changes. And the show is almost over, so you can watch the video back when we're done and we discussed everything that is new again. Looking good so far, Jakari one. We should know more about that next week. The job hunting. I'm waiting to get together with this woman about that job I was discussing, and she had a family emergency that she had to take care of, so we weren't able to do it this week. But thanks for asking. We'll keep you updated. It looks like I will be doing something there. I just not exactly. Uh, Pig feeder allowed ingredients has been changed. Yes, it has. Thank you for reminding me. The ingredients for the pig feeder have been updated so you will be able to use the proper ingredients at the triggers. The images don't show, but they match the ingredients that are in the pig menu when you bring up the animal farms. So with that, we'll go to that page right here, and you can see. So it will now take, well, it always took wheat, but basically the carrot, sugar beet, potatoes, onion, and peanut will all go into that one, as well as the cranberry goes in with the corn now. So all those are in that pig feed mixer. As, oh, I just quit the game, but that's okay because I'm so used to doing that. Let me jump into my single player game and we'll take a look there for a minute while we're closing out this show. Uh, just add this new update. You can put this update into your mods folder and it will overwrite two files that are already in there. So that's all you need to do. Oh, I gotta switch folders. I have different mods running. So I'm gonna jump down here and go to my version 3. You'll see there's a 16x button there because that's gonna be coming sometime in the not so near future. But we've been doing some testing. Let's see. Do they work on this map? Yeah, I'm gonna be starting work on a 16x. I'm trying to see where Opie. Do the cotton pickers work? Our cotton is harvested with the lavender header. I have never tried the cotton pickers. Don't know that they actually exist out there. So we haven't set them up specially. We have a, if it's labeled cotton, it should work. As long as it's the product is spelled correctly, they should work fine. I don't know of the cotton mod where it is. Haven't messed with it at all, so I couldn't really tell you. But we do have a, if you use the lavender header, that will work to do our cotton in this map. You have a cotton picker. Yeah, uh, throw the link up or in our forums or send it, PM it to me. I'll take a look at it and see, give it a try. So there, we're going to be in a little bit of a transition period for the next couple weeks and looking into getting something started on the 16X with a all new landscape. It's a John Deere. It's just the cotton picker works, but it's slow with a small head, they say. Okay. So I have been playing, doing a little bit of testing on my single player. Where's the lavender header? It is in with the forage harvesting headers. And it is in our essential files list. So if you go to the top links on that same page, you will find the essential files and it's already been released with no updates. So go to our downloads page, look under the essential files links, pick one of them and you'll find the header if you don't already have it. If you do have it, just go to, oh, it's dark in here. Go to your store. Oops, that's not the store. And go to your Forage Harvester headers, and it's this one right here. Works with the Forage Harvester. It not only does lavender, we really should change that sometime. I'll have to get Big Daddy to put cotton up there with it because it does both of them. And you'll be good to go. All right, we're going to pick the last winner and we're going to probably call it an evening after that. Which file do we edit the train? I'll show you that as we pick this last winner, then we'll show you how to edit the train one more time, and then we'll get out of here and call it a night. So let's jump into close this drawing for the platinum car gift code and pick our last winner for the evening. And the drum roll. Okay, it sounds good, Cowboy 32. I will get it at some point. The winner of the platinum code for the Platinum Farming Simulator Platinum Edition thing that's coming out November 14th is Oler Bid Dog. You won the gift code for the Platinum. And Old Rabid Dog. That's what Old Rabid Dog. Yeah. When I see it bigger, it makes sense. Uh, where did it go? I just had his name up here and I didn't type anything. There he is. And I'm going to send that to you right now. Let me put your name in here. Get your code. I got all these codes handily put into a Google Docs spreadsheet so I can get them out, copy paste pretty quickly. There it is. Hang on to it. I'll keep a copy here for you too. Come back after the 14th if you have any issues, and you should be good to go. Already purchased. All right, so he was asking, how do you edit the train files? I didn't mean to do that. Let's close that down. You would go to the map. You'd have to open up your map to edit your train files. And I have a copy of it that's always open on my computer right here. Whoops, not right there, right here. And you would go to, let me see if I can remember where this is, maps. And then you have train system XML 1, 2, and 3 right here. You see them right in the maps folder of the, so you'd have to unzip this. Then just go into open up whichever train you want to edit. And basically this is your uh, layout for your trains. So you have the locomotive, which you definitely need as the start right there. And then we have 3 box trailers on this one, the timber trailer, and 3 of the wood chip trailers, which are the big ones. The ones with the opening tops do not work on this map, so you don't want to do that. The liquid one is for fuel, and then we have another timber one on this. So if you didn't use the timber ones, you could easily, I'm not going to save this, but you could delete the timber. If you want to add a couple more box trucks, all you need to do is put a couple extra box trailers in there, save your file, and then you'll have 1, 2, 3, 6 box trucks and 3 of the other type containers. It's as simple as that. Save it, but remember your copy of the map won't match anybody else's if you do that. So just wanted to let you know. But you can edit your trains just like so. Thanks, Cowboy32. Got that link. All right, guys. With that, we're going to call it an evening. Thanks for watching, Hamaki. Sorry you joined us so late, but show is over. I've got places to go, things to do, people to see, and we're going to call it an evening. So thanks everybody for watching, and thank you again for the donations from Blaupunkt1 and Michelle Petrovics, each donating $25 tonight. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, KW, as usual, for we're doing a KW room in the next museum update on the next map, but for all his help, we're gonna recognize him. I really like him to send in like some screenshots of his equipment that he uses so he can put it in there. But we'll talk to him, see how he want what he wants in his room. Thanks again, everybody. We'll try to be back here next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Friday night, 9 p.m. Follow our forums and check there for any updates if we miss it. So, still looking for a Sasquatch. All right, guys, have a great evening. Thanks again.